Good morning, everybody. So let us start our lecture today. And according to our lecture, we finished selection structure and repetition structure. And today we will practice. Today and the next following 2 days, we will do some practice. Okay. So your quiz 4 is due the upcoming weekend. And please, before you take the quiz 4, please make sure that you understand selection structure and repetition structure both. Within repetition structure, we will be using selection structure as well as. And these are the foundation, one of the foundations of programming. Okay. So you need to have clear understanding about selection structure and repetition structure. Difficult. I believe everybody is smart here. If you spend some time, okay, and try to understand, and if you do some practice, then it will be easier for you. And really, this is the time to build your foundation. We know that if we have a good and strong foundation, right, then we can build a multi-story building. But if we have a weak or shaky foundation, even we cannot build a one-story building, right? So as long as you will become clear about this selection structure, repetition structure, and few things like method, then you will be able to start programming. And by this time, you should be able to get interest in programming. I mentioned that this lecture or this course is like a swimming course, right? You need to actually dive into water in order to know how to swim. No matter how many theory lectures you take, if you do not water, you will never learn how to swim. This course, even the lectures or book chapter looks good for you, understandable, but if you do not do that, write actual program, then you will not do any mistake. If you do not do mistake, then you will not learn. Whenever you get some mistake, do not be panic. Do not be afraid. Try to understand the error message and then learn from there. Okay. So we finished our repetition structure actually last week. Anyone has any question from our previous lectures that we need to discuss? Okay, if you don't have any question, then I think that everybody is good. Okay. So we discussed this while and do while. Okay, so anybody can help me to explain the differences between a while and do while? Who can tell us the difference between a while and do while? Yes, do while executes. No, let us make one sentence clear. Okay, do while loop at least one time. We want to add the word at least one time, right? Yes, at least one time. It's okay. Yes. So do while even the condition is false. Okay. So then it will be executing, right? So here do while, so it will execute the statement block before it checks the condition, right? So even the condition is false, then by this time it's done one time. Okay. So in a situation where you need to do something at least one time, we need to use do while, right? On the other hand, while statement like this one is while, it checks the condition at the beginning. If the condition is satisfied, it is true, right? Then it will go into the block. If the condition is false, then there is no way that it will execute. Good. Okay, so there are many slides, and this is the program. I asked you to practice. How many of you had a chance to practice this? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like to give you appreciate. I wish I would have some. I would have some candies. Okay, I mean next course, maybe next class I can. Okay, now today I want to do some practice, extra practice. So I believe everybody has an account with repl.it, right? Anyone is here, does not have any account on repl.it? Everybody has it, right? So if you type in this repl.it https:// then repl.it, then @ my name Mokhtar. Okay, @ my account username Mokhtar is my Repl IT account. So then if you press enter, then you will be able to see the programs that we discussed in our classes. I have some programs I discussed in my 1322. Do that. But whatever you are familiar with, you can practice. There are more programs discussed. Okay, let us do practice some new programs today. Okay. Okay. By the way, how many of you have started using GitHub? Yeah, I want to say one. I want to appreciate you. Okay. How many of you? Please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like everybody. Okay. I like everybody to use GitHub. This is not a required thing, but I'm requesting personally to learn this, and I want you to be used to it. Okay. If you are used to using GitHub at the beginning, then you are really one step ahead than others. Okay. GitHub is like a virtual storage where you can save your program. Even you can save your assignment or other stuffs. At this time, all companies use like GitHub, or this kind of is called source control system. When you work in a company or in a team, then there is no scope that you will be allowed to use a flash drive to share program, even with the next person who sits next to you. Because when you use GitHub, it will allow the manager or your team to see your progress. What are you doing? Even if you are working from home, what is your progress? And another advantage is that if you use GitHub, then it will save your entire project securely, and whatever you make change, if in case they need to go back to a previous version, it's called revert, sometimes go back. Sometimes whenever we work in a team, in company, sometimes it happens that we work for 7 days or 7 weeks sometime, and I thought, oh, we did a mistake. We should go back to our previous version last month. Then is one command in GitHub. 2 seconds, even not minute. Go back to our previous version. With a physical drive, it is not possible. So I like everybody, please spend last 2 hours. There are a lot of resources online that will tell you how to use GitHub. You need to install Git in your computer. This is a very small tool. Like if at this time, like, is anybody here that do not like what is that called? OneDrive or Google Drive or Dropbox? Everybody uses that, right? It's very convenient. So same thing, like GitHub is a virtual drive. Google Drive or OneDrive, you cannot save your entire project. It does not save your versions and track. It does not keep track, but GitHub is keeps track. Okay, so you see that I have all of my projects saved in GitHub. Anywhere I can go, I can log into my system and then I can download my programs. Java. So I want to get some code from my book and I want to discuss here. I know chapter 5. Let us do a switch demo example. Let's create a new program in Java. RE switch case demo example 1. Okay, so if you open your devices, please close it and give attention here. Please give attention to me. Okay. In this program, I want to discuss a more complicated, more sophisticated switch case statement. An example. So in this program, if we run this program, it will tell us, it will randomly select a year and a month, and it will tell that how many days of a certain month of that year have. Yes, so in this program, we used a random method. A random method to generate a random year randomly, and we generated a month randomly. Okay. So later, maybe next month, from next month, you will learn how to generate a class, how to create a class. Okay. This random class is defined within Java utility package. So just we can use this random method. In order to use this random method at the beginning of my program, we need to use import. Okay, import java dot util is a package dot random. That's it. We need to use this statement in order to use random method. Random class. This random class, it is what it is doing. It will generate a year between 10,000, 0 to 10,000. Okay. And this is, we are using random again to generate a month from 1 to 12. So in this program, it is telling us how many days, for instance, a month has. How many days January? You know, January has 31 days, right? And then March has 31 days. May has 31 days. December has 31 days. November has 30 days. April has 30 days, right? So like this program will tell us. So let me run this program quickly and see what is our result it is giving us. Okay, so it's saying that in year 9,280, the month of April, or number 4 is April, will have or has 30 days. So this program, it is generating year and month randomly. So next time if I run this program, it will give a different result. It will pick a year randomly and a month randomly. So this time it says 9,100 month 11 has 30 days. Okay. So what we have discussed over here mainly, you see the cases, multiple cases. Okay. So let us understand this. How many months, which months have 31 days? When I was, we are a little boy in our country, we are taught like this way. Yeah, actually my father taught me this. We used our thumb, left thumb, and then right index finger, and put the index finger, thumb, and it has the up is 31 days. January is top, right? Up is 31 days. February is down. Okay, let us for now forget about February. Okay, we will discuss February later. And then March, it is up, right? 31 days. And then April is down 30 days. And May is up, right? 31 days. June is down 30 days. July is up 31 days, right? August, again up 31 days, right? September 30, October 31, November 30, and December 31, right? So this is quick technique to remember. You don't need to remember. You can use this way. I think everybody almost know this. Okay. So this is how we don't need to memorize this, but this is the way we got. January is for number 1. Since we gave the month number integer, so we put 1. Okay, for 1, 3, 5, January, March, May, July, August, October, and December. How many days? 31 days. And then we use one break. This one break is for all of these 7 months. Okay. If we want to implement this in a if statement, if else statement, right? What do we need? We need to give if month number equal to 1, or month number equal to 2, or month number equal to 5, or month number equal to 7, like this. You have to use a large expression with or statement, right? So for all of these, how many days we have? 31 days for all of this month. So we need one break. Okay. And over here, if say for the month April, June, September, and November, how many days we have? 30 days. So these are for all of these, we have one break. Okay, here for the case for the month of February. February is difficult. When you are a little baby, we are taught that if a month is divisible by 4, if a year is divisible by 4, then the year is leap year, right? That is not correct, exactly. In Gregorian system, it is complicated. Actually, if a year is divisible by 4, and this is the condition we have to add. If the year number is not divisible by 100 and not divisible by 400, then that is a leap year. For leap year, we have this February month is 29 days, right? Otherwise, February month is 28 days. So here, what we have done, you see that for a case, we can also use if else. Within a case, we can use if statement, right? These cases are simple, but this case is a complicated one. It has if and else, if else. This way, okay, that we can use this. Okay. And for the default, this is one. For the default, we discussed that break is optional. You can give break or you can skip it. And this is the last printout statement. So this way it works that it will select a year randomly. Okay, but if we want to fix a year, if we want to give a year as a hard-coded year, for instance, year number equal to 2019, 2019, and let us make the month number also is hard-coded equal to 2 for February. So even we are generating random number, we are not using random number, we are using hard-coded number. If we run this program, then it will tell us how many days February month has in 2019. 28 days, right? So if we change it to 2020, next year, then 29 days February month. Okay. So like by this way, for any year, we can change the year and we can find the day, how many days that year has. For instance, what is the independence year of the United States? 1776. By the way, my wife has birth year 1976. So I told her that you are just 200 years. But it's easy for me and her to remember the years. Birth year. Okay, so then let us see in 1776, February month had 9 days. That is a leap year. Okay. So my goal was to give you an example how a switch case statement can be complicated, right? Multiple cases, and also can use a more complicated if else statement. Okay, so my program is here. So do get it and later and get it and do some practice. Anyone has any question? You have a question? Okay. Okay, let us do another program. Okay. Okay, by the way, from Java, and now Java version 9 is going on. Okay. From Java version 6, for index variable of a switch, you can, from 7, you can use string type. Before version 7, we could not use string type for a switch. Since Java version 7, it allows us to use a string type variable here. For instance, if we you see here code. So for instance, we can write case first. So this is a string within code, okay? In Java 6.7 version, it allows us to use a string type index variable within switch. Okay, this program is here. I want to discuss another. Okay. Let me do another program. Java switch case. Switch case with character type. So in this program, we want to discuss that the character switch can take a character type as its index variable. Okay, by the way, that I discussed that in order to use a switch, you need this one is called index variable. It must be declared or assigned beforehand, before the switch. Yeah. Okay. By the way, in this statement, line number 7 over here, can anyone please tell me what is this for? You see that I enclosed character char within a square, within a parenthesis. What is that? This is the input. This is the system.read system dot this is the input statement, but what is the use or uses application of this one? Yes. Yes, it is called typecasting. Converting, okay, so by default, the read method, okay, it reads something by keyboard as a string. So when you input a character A as a string, so let me show you. Okay, so by default, when you enter is something with the read method, for instance, that will be, for instance, if we enter an A, that will be enclosed with double quote. But when you enclosed a character with double quote, that is a string. Okay, so this program, this part, this instruction, it converts this string into a corresponding like character, like this way, A within single quote. So when you put a character, one character within single quote, that is a character. But this is a string, okay? And you need to, there is an important, significant difference between this and this. This one is a string, and this one, sorry, this one left side one is a string, and right side one is a character. Again, this one is a string, and this one is a character. Although this seems that pretty identical, right? There is far difference. So far, you don't understand too much about string. When you understand class, object, then you will understand more about string. But remember that this is the casting operator, typecasting. The typecasting operator is useful, and sometimes we use it to convert one data into another data type temporarily. Typecasting is not permanent, but it is temporal. Okay. So whatever we are getting one character and we are converting it into character over here, like this way. And the Swiss is based on, if my case is A, okay, that means my character is A, is showing me you enter A. Okay. So whenever we put like this, that means it is internally converted into a character. This is ASCII code. You know, everybody is familiar with ASCII code here. ASCII code. ASCII, ASCII table. ASCII means American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, so it is for every character we type in your computer, internally converted into 010101 something. That computer internally understands. Okay, so that currently we use Unicode system. Unicode system is used for all languages in the world. All languages, all characters. In Bengali, Spanish, English, Arabic, Farsi, Hindi, all languages are coded into a Unicode system. But the ASCII code is the foundation, the base. And the ASCII code as initial ASCII code as is called 7-bit ASCII code. You see that 7-bit ASCII code if we expand this one. Sorry. This one, how can I? Okay, can you see this one? This one? So you see that it has starting from decimal 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see that on the serial number of 65. What is 65? 65, A is located. Uppercase A is located. And on the serial number 97, lowercase a is located. Lowercase a is located. So whenever we type in A in our computer screen, that is converted into a binary number that is equivalent to 65. That is why A has a position 65 on the ASCII chart. Similarly, uppercase B is 66, C is 67, and so on. And lowercase b is 98, lowercase c is 99, and so on. So when we write this program, run this program, just let us run this program. See, it will ask us to enter a character, either uppercase A or lowercase a or uppercase B or lowercase b. Okay, one mistake is there. There I use this one, throws IO exceptions. I did not import this class. You will later know about this, but for now let us memorize this. Import java.io exception. The class we need to import in order to use throw IO exception. This line we need, because when we use a keyboard to import something, we need to make sure that we will enter something and we will not mistake. So whenever we import something through our keyboard, we need to make sure that our input will be going to our right channel. This is why, so that it does not create an exception or an error. You will know about exception handling in the next course, 1322, not in this course. Is the next course. For now, let us run this. For now, we can remember this. If we run this program, it will show us enter A or B or B. For instance, if we enter an uppercase A, then it is just showing us this. So even instead of this uppercase A, we could write case. What is the ASCII value of uppercase A? Can anyone remember that I showed a minute ago? 65. We can use this way. Is 65. Yeah, if we run this, so if I put enter A, it will do the same thing. But here, let us okay, so when that means 65 is the ASCII value of uppercase A. Okay, can we do this? This is a question. We cannot do this. Can anyone please tell me the reason? You are pretty close. Actually, these are same. Right? A is in on code and 65 are same, right? So we cannot use both together. For instance, in our previous program, we are Swiss case demo. Can we use one more time? It should not be, but it's not showing an error. That's good. It should not be. But although it's not showing an error, we cannot give one more time. Okay, actually same value, right? Or I'm not sure that can I give like this way? 2 minus 1 is basically 1, right? You can try that. Can we do this way? Actually 2 minus 1 is 1, right? I'm not sure. So this is the error. It is showing me that actually these are actually same. So we cannot give this way. Okay? So either this or this. Okay. So like this is a small program. But when you do practice like this kind of small programs, then you will get confidence, right? You will do some mistake, and from your mistake, you will learn something. Okay. Anyone has any question so far? Okay. In our next lecture, hopefully we will discuss some few more programs. Okay. But meanwhile, I gave you a homework. Okay, to practice this program. Before you come to next lecture, please do practice this one. Thank you so much.